Second Timothy's chapter 3 verse 12. Yea, all all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushua shall suffer persecution. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But continue thou in the things that which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakakudash, the Wadiah, Bahashim, Yahushua, for giving us the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, deserved over honors, rightfully so. Shalom to the Akim, pushing the word of sincerity and the truth, and being faith-based, and being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come? Race wars, famine, concentration camps, starve, ID, the mark of the beast, 200 million missiles in the slaves of America, simultaneously the terrors of London, the hopeful elect into the chambers, simultaneously the terrors of Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens, rightfully so. And Albaratazar, the Lord, take the course of this video, just the vessel seeking salvation out of this filthy place, spiritually known as Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Babylon, and all of the filthy customs that have taken upon. Right now the time is 9:43 p.m. Monday, April 27, 2026, the year of apostasy, agents, sellouts, and Jacob's trouble. Just back on this subject here. What a day. But as usual, the scriptures clarifies things. So we could sit around and be in our feelings, but the Lord doesn't respect persons. So we're not caught in our feelings. The Lord told us to contend for the faith. If we hear something that's wrong, if you're not spiritually discerned, you're not going to get it. Okay? If you are spiritually concerned, you're going to say, that's not it. That's it. Straight to the point. As my brother Anwar Bar says. Straight to the point, baby. We get it. That's why when we hear stuff that's not sound doctrine, we address it. And then we move on. But right now, this is my take on this thing. And so after I do this, I'll move on. So, as the scripture said, so I was going to read this verse. I was going to read verse 16. But I scrolled up, as our beloved Apostle Sahar would say, go to the top. So I went up a couple of verses. I could have went to the top, but and I read to the chapter, right? And I read for 2 Timothy chapter 3, right? Difficult time will come. So the headline is accurate. This is a difficult time. We're in the beginning stage of Jacob's trouble. Within the same midst of Jacob's trouble, we're going to be encountering individuals that's going to wax worse and worse. Okay? They're going to be seducing, deceiving many, being deceived. Whoever's doing all this extra shit to these individuals, showing them money, people drooling over money, whatever is happening, I don't know. You ain't saying nothing. You just blatantly doing what you're doing, man. What I read in the last video, I can't remember, but I know it have to do with this subject here. How was that? All right. So I don't know. I had a verse earlier. I don't know if it was on my computer or here. So you're doing exactly what the scripture said you're going to be doing. Yeah. See, it says Titus chapter 1 verse 11. Whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which thou ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. So I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm not. You ain't say, yo, son, I got the bag. But based on based on the things presented, it look like you sold out. Okay. In this ministry, it says, I know that work in tribulation and poverty. It says poverty, but thou art rich. What are we rich with? This truth. So I ain't got no money. I got a lot of bills. I ain't got no money, man. And it look like you ain't got no bills, but it look like you got a lot of money. The Lord said that you got nice monies. Okay. I don't know. They if you get a Cash App, you get a GoFundMe, you get a Cash App and you ask people to donate to that, that's okay. But whatever you doing, man, it's like you got some big dollars, man. Because I've been saying this because I've been around this long enough to see this. I've been around this long enough to witness this. Okay. I'm just saying what I saw Comfy go do. Remember they call him the God Sent Comforter. I forgot his real name. I can't even think of it right now. I just know Comfy. He had an action figure. I'm always gonna think this guy got a lot more money than you guys. Like I don't think the elites is offering you individuals more money than they offer Comfy. I don't know who else got more than Comfy, but Comfy had a lot of money. He got a lot of money. I'm just saying, like it was like massive. He had a bus. He had an action figure. Everybody seen it. It's like nobody. I witnessed this. If I'm talking about this and I'm saying this, y'all witness it too. Cause I ain't going crazy. Okay. I see this motherfucker with motherfucking action figure. So I don't know what you get. I don't know what you're gonna get. If you come with an action figure, then you got some bread too. It's just nobody was buying the action figure. He got mad. He sued the company because the action figure was light skinned and not as dark as him. Some shit. They said we could make one for you, but it ain't gonna look like you. So your filthy lucre is what you gotten out the deal ain't measuring up. Okay. They printing money out of air. There's people saying this thing. Oh, they just printing money. It's destroying the economy. The third witness is spewing this out. We got the two tribes. The two the kingdoms. We got the third witness, which is the whistleblowers. Everything is happening. I'm trying to sound like a Edomite. They're destroying the economy. Who told us to go to war? We just wanted peace and no treachery. I don't know what to say, man. It doesn't look good for Edomites. And here you are, taking your bag. Nobody gonna know, only certain things. I don't know if any other brothers probably do. Probably don't. I don't know. I just know when I remember the scene in Matrix. Certain parts I remember. The first, I don't know, I think it was the first Matrix. When the guy was sitting there eating that steak. And when he said, this was back, I don't know what year did the first Matrix came out. What year was that? All right, let's see. Just want to ask. What year did the first Matrix come out? 1999. Okay.
The Matrix was released in the U.S. on March 31st, 1999. Okay. Directed by the...
All right, March 31st, 1999. Back in that year, and this is 2026, they got fake steak. They got GMO steak. They making that shit in the lab. In the printing machine. They printing fake steak. He said, "I know this steak ain't real, bro." Phenomenal. We're in 2026, and we gotta worry about fake steak. What I was doing in 1999? That was a long time ago. Because we didn't. we didn't get this truth. We didn't get our eyes open until 2007. Okay. So 1999 was a hell of a year to be in to have these things happen. Whatever was they was predicting the future then. Now they're trying to make us literally batteries, similar to in that movie. You were how the Carl Swab said, you will live and not have nothing, or some shit. Some shit, I don't know. This guy crazy too. The Edomites is crazy, and for you to take the money, you're crazy too. Let me read this verse, man. All right, I want to read this verse because I keep this twice. It jumped in my mind. Okay, let me see if we find it. Oh, you're done. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what the hell's going on in your back of your mind. Let's see if this is it. Hold on, let's see something real fast. Oh, Yahweh Shah said it. Yahweh Shah said it. Okay. Okay. Yahweh Shah said this. It says, Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy work and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. I know the blaspheme of them which say they are Jews. And at this point, back then, we were talking about the Sadducees and Pharisees, right? And they were the Jews at the time. Now modern day Jews. But at this point right now, this fits you. Because you were saying that you was an Israelite, right? Now you don't want to be the Israelite. You want to be a Jesusite. Sorry, that didn't come out right. But you ain't. It doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense that you did that. The only logical answer I come up with that you took money. Or you've been a spy on us for so long that you gave up hiding it. You gave up hiding it. Or they caught you with them GUNs, S's, and they say, yo, if you don't do this, you're going to jail. Whatever, I don't know. I just feel like they did that to the people in the industry. What T.I., Jay-Z, only people that made it somewhere, and they had to sell out. So I don't know. Time going to tell. But right now, we're going to stand firm in this righteousness. We're going to stand firm in this sound doctrine.